Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 449 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we are trying to make an Invar outpost here, but for some reason my robots don't want to actually do any work. We have a bunch of resources available right here, in a network that is connected all the way across to these robots, but they apparently don't want to take any of it. But I think it's just a matter of time and them reconsidering a bit. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna go out here and remove these artillery, because, well, they are in the way. Good. Are we happy with the worms out here? I think so. What's that? I think that's just a remnant of a worm. Yeah. Okay. Let's repaste this. Yeah. Repaste it, I guess. And then try putting the robots closer, maybe. Because this feels stupid. Okay. I do not understand why that works, and it didn't before. But never mind, as long as it works. Good. We probably need a bunch of extra charging here, so let's just add some. And we can figure out the inputs and outputs while we wait for those to finish. Or we could go put some water down. Have all the trains arrived? No, not yet. Nicolor is coming. Everything else is here. Okay, so now everything has arrived. But let's do the water, I guess. Can we just remove everything from our inventory but our robots and water fill so they don't go and do everything else? That would be nice. Good. I think that should allow us to repaste our blueprint without forcing anything. Apparently not. Oh wait, there's no water offshore pumps in the blueprint, I guess, because they are not in here. Yeah. I think that's right. Yes, good. And so is that. Good. Here and here. Good. And okay, help a little bit with repairs and such, I guess. So, what's here? Let's just gather those a little bit. Inputs. This is mineral catalysts. These are crystal catalysts, and this is nickel. Well, I guess we should just reserve some space out here for everything. Make it a little easier on ourselves. So, charcoal. And we should get some proper power coverage out here, I guess. So we don't need all of these. I'll just let these robots return. We're just bringing all of this, all of it closer to the robots, and some of it just directly into the machines that need it. But some of it we are just putting in chests, because that's a lot easier. So charcoal is just brought by robots, right? We didn't reserve any belts for that or something. No. It's needed in here and all the way at the filters. I think I'm just gonna bring that as close as possible here. And put it in chests. Something like that. And do the same with this, because we need it almost the exact same places. And let's put some restrictions on that. Good. Crystal catalyst we actually only need up here for now. So let's run those the other way. Good. And the nickel. I'm just trying to align all of these underground belts. I guess we could just start from up here. Why is this off? That's not supposed to be off. You're supposed to be there. Is that true? Yes. Good. Let's just make sure we use all of that. And carbon goes somewhere as well. So it's needed in here. Is that the only place? I think so. This is also off. And carbon will just bring in to the middle here, I guess. Let's keep it aligned with these undergrounds. Good. Still have 300 robots somewhere, but I think they're just often does something. And they are supposed to extend the network here. What is up with you guys? Have we messed up some robot coverage or something? There's nothing that will power this, so that's not getting any juice. Okay, now the robots should start helping again. That's a little bit stupid. Well, I would hope the robots would start helping again. Especially now that it has power. And they are helping good. This should all be done. We have 2 inputs for that, that's fine. We have everything needed here except for the iron, that's fine. We have catalysts coming in here. Good. Catalyst in, or in... Wait, this is not where... It is where ore goes, my bad. Haven't put all the productivity in that we need though. Good. Didn't I put a bunch more charging down somewhere earlier? Oh, that's in here. Okay. Everything helps a little bit, I think. Okay, I think all the inputs are taken care of. We should just move 1 tile to be aligned with everything else. How is that misaligned? Because these are just different. Okay. So we should fix all of this as well? Yes, we should. This has not been put in anywhere. I forgot about that. Needs to go here. And down here. So now we are just waiting for robots to finish more. Do we get slag anywhere? Output full. It's hydrogen. because these belts or pipes are not finished. This is working. We are outputting stuff. So where's the slag? Here it comes. We need to input sulfur, but the robots should already be doing that, right? We don't have any in the network. We didn't take it out yet. Okay. Probably need these robots as well. So we had 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Let's start there. Don't have any barrel stuff, but we shouldn't need it either because we pipe everything directly. Should be all good. Wait, we need fuel in here. Oh, we're supposed to have that there. Charcoal. And carbon. Oh, we output some nickel ingots, that's good. And we're just waiting for the iron to kick in, and steel, of course. Oh, we do need some iron in for filters. Charcoal filters. We don't have the space back here though. Are we gonna make a custom thing again? Or are we just gonna bring in some iron manually? Because we shouldn't need too much. Let's do that, if I can find my plane here. First though, let's put a couple of radars in here. Good. Iron. Where do we have iron? I'm just gonna steal it from the nearest place if I can find some. Here, we're making barrel rolls, but not... We do have iron, okay. Thank you. That should be plenty, I think. Did we also make filters here? No. No filters anywhere, but down here. Are we not limited in any way on this? What? That seems wrong. So this is just full. Great. I think I made a mistake with that. We should have something like this. That's ceramic filters though. Ignore that. Charcoal. No. Filter. Just curious about why we don't have a limit. Oh, this is what I should have copied, I guess. Yeah, disabled by controlled behavior. How does that look? 50? Sure, that's fine. Okay. Iron should start production up here. Apparently I forgot about that. Everything else seems correct. We do get Jivolite and... what is this? That? Oh, that's from the... we had a barrel thingy, barreling pump for oxygen earlier. But no more. Carbon goes in there and there. Limestone goes in some of these. Here comes the steel. Good. And then we should have our first bit of Invar. And yes, we don't have any beacons, and I don't think we're going to put that down right now. Because I don't think we really need that much Invar. So long as everything's running, I think this is fine for now. Are we actually limited by these? No. Yes. We should try and upgrade as much of this as possible. The robots will help with some of that. Otherwise we also need to upgrade it in here, because I don't think we're getting any of that. So some better pellet presses. And some bit of these ore processors. And we need to upgrade the requests back at base as well, that of course. But no, I don't have everything for this, that's too bad. But again, we have Invar. If I can find my plane, I am just gonna go and grab the machines we need. Are we actually entirely done? We are. So we could reload the train as well, but I'll just do that when we get back here. Sure. I don't know if we actually have a requirement for the Invar at the moment. It will be needed when we want to make signs out here. But for now it's just a nice thing to have, and we could bring it to the base and start removing some of the old stuff. But again, for now we're just leaving it be. At least until we know we need it at base. At some point I might just go into the editor and remove all of the old stuff in a faster way than having to do it here, because waiting for the robots to remove everything is just slow and annoying. Whereas you can instantly delete everything in the editor. So I'm just gonna consider doing that. But it probably won't happen, let's be honest. I'm here for better versions of these. Or processors. I'm just gonna add some for the train as well. And actually update the requests over here for the train. Not this anymore. But these. 2 stacks. And all processors there. Good. And that's just extra stuff, that's fine. I think that's everything we want here, so let's go back. Now the next step after this is probably rocket fuel stuff. But maybe we'll get distracted by modules again, see if we have any shortages. If we don't have any shortages, maybe we add some more modules down there, or beacons, to speed it up. But it would surprise me if we don't have any shortages. So we'll see. Okay, maybe we should actually add some beacons here. Now, are we actually producing anything back here? No. Oh, I forgot to update this. Because I'm smart, and we need to empty these belts as well then. I need to stand in the middle, please. That's all of the separate on top, I think. And we just need the bottom emptied as well. Is that it? Yes, awesome. Good. Oh, we should probably connect those. And these. That would help. Good. And we're making our own nickel as well now. Great. So I think that's everything for here, unless we want to module this, even if it's not needed. So let's do that. And then we need to refill the train. Okay. Didn't I have some chests further down here? Was that just temporary and we removed them? I might have removed them. Actually, let's try and put this back into the system. Let's fit some of that in here. We should get some of the robots back as well. Construction bots at least. Leave 50 or something like that here. So we need fuel for this train station as well. Something like that. That shouldn't be needed. We are still connected. So 500 logistic, and let's leave 100 construction bots as well. And that should be fine. And we wanted to put this in the system. Let's send the train back first though. Good. I think we're good. Good. So I guess it's time to think about the next step. We will remake this when we realize we do not make enough currently and we want to put all the beacons in. But until then, we're gonna remove it. Good. And then we can think about all of this. Or try to narrow it down to only think about a little bit of it, I guess. To start with. Need the rocket fuel in here in the end. So I need these parts done first. And I guess we should just take one of these parts at a time. And ammonia. Methanol is easy to make. I'm not sure if we should make that locally or not, but we'll find out, I guess. And all of this is for one of these per second, so 1% of a rocket per second. I guess that's okay. We would like some rocket fuel for, well, fuel as well though. We need more of this. We need it for the radars as well. We need it for fuel cells for, again, a rocket thing, I guess, for space extension. And for nuclear fuel. Pretty dang easy to make nuclear fuel after you have rocket fuel, though. That's nice. So we might want to be able to scale this up. Whichever of these is easiest. Getting rid of this is just crushing it and turning it into mineralized water. So 2 steps before clarifying. Whereas this is just clarifying this. And we need less machines. And we might need the chlorine for something, so that's probably reasonable. Okay. So that's to make methanol. And that's the only thing we basically have done here, other than we also need to make this. From a salination plant, I guess. That is an extra step, though. Otherwise we could just put water into these before. And then crush the slag. So it's the same amount of steps actually, but this seems to be less machines needed. So let's continue down this road first. We're currently making methanol up at fluid processing. But do we have any chance to actually make enough methanol to export? As we could also just make a methanol outpost and be done with that part and not have to worry about it anymore. If we do that, we can use it for methylamine, as we're doing now. This is also part of what we're doing now. Don't know if we need it for anything else. For formaldehyde, for plastic, I believe. Making propene. Get stuff that I'm not interested in right now. So it's mainly for what we're doing. I just think that this whole thing will be too complicated if we don't try to split it into smaller bites. Can also do that in the same area, but just put it into different blocks, I guess. We'll see. So these two are done. Ammonia we can again get from fluid processing. But I feel like ammonia would also be a good thing to make at its own outpost, to be honest. It's pretty easy to make, but we need to be able to scale it a little bit more easily. So hydrogen again is easiest to get from this, I guess. To liquefy that, but that doesn't really fit in here, so never mind. And this comes from air, from a filter. So that's pretty easy. I feel like we should make that in its own outpost. Same with this. Again, it makes it a lot easier to scale. It makes it a lot easier to well, to just get done and not have to worry about again. Then we can make methylamine, we can make dimethylamine. And then there's monochloramine. Yay. And hydrazine. Again, we need ammonia. Sodium hydroxide and chlorine. So that is something we could make here, for example, or here. Or add sodium hydroxide processing, whatever it's called. Sodium hydroxide, we also have chlorine, right? It is all being burned at the moment. Do we not make sodium hydroxide solution here? Is that not needed for anything interesting? We are for sodium carbonate. I think we are using it for that, but other than that, no. And this. Wait, I'm confused. Let's have a look here. So for this and for sodium chlorate, we're already doing this, I think. Yes. We're not doing this, but I'm just curious. Yeah, let's not worry about that right now. Again, we can't worry about everything at the same time. But we can make this basically anywhere. Could bring in these two from elsewhere, but I would rather make this here. Add sodium processing. So let's put that into its own thing as well. So we can make this. That's not needed for anything else, is it? So both for hydrazine and dimethylhydrazine. So we also need to make it for this. And that's again what we're just making. And more ammonia. So yes, make this at an outpost, make this at an outpost, and make this at an outpost. Then we should be able to make rocket fuel capsules at least. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 things in. We get hydrogen chloride back from this. But we can't really use that too well here, so let's just burn that for now. Get this back out. We need to get rid of purified water, that's fine. Are we done with this then? If we make all of this at outposts? I think so. So that's not too bad anymore when you chop it up into more achievable pieces. Then this is its own thing. Nitric acid I think is pretty easy. That we do this from that, and that's again ammonia needed. Again, we are making this at fluid processing, so we could just take it from that to begin with. We could do that with several of these to begin with, and then only make outposts when we need to scale it, I guess. I just think we're going to get into the mindset of just trying to scale it at fluid processing and then have all the trouble in the world doing that. But again, it could be possible. Do we need nitric acid for anything else? Well, we do, because we're already using it for other stuff, like rubite stuff. So that would be nice to get from an outpost again. I'm gonna say we're doing that at an outpost, because we already are. Dinitrogen tetroxide is not something we're doing, but we can do it from nitrogen dioxide, which is something we also need for this. Yes, we're just not currently exporting it from fluid processing, but we could to get everything started. Just gonna double check that I'm not lying about anything here. Also, we have this from... Oh, that's because we needed... We were looking at sodium hydroxide solution. Where is our nitric acid? Am I blind? Probably just down here. Yes, nitric acid. Nitrogen dioxide? Right? Or monoxide, maybe? Come on, let some stuff out. I think this is dioxide. 2 oxygen must be dioxide. No, wait, what? We input oxygen and ammonia. We can see that in here, I guess. So that becomes monoxide. Why is that not 2 blue and a red? Or should it be a blue and a red? I don't know. Maybe that's why it's not that great. I guess the icons or the molecule representations are more accurate. 1 blue, 1 red. Whereas we have 2 red, 1 blue for the dioxygen? Dioxide, sorry. Nitrogen dioxide. But yeah, we can export this along with the nitric acid if we wanted to get everything started like that. And at a later point we could export both of those from an outpost somewhere else. And that's everything for the oxidizer part. This is already being made. This is being made. Yes, that's everything. Awesome. So we can get started on this stuff. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.